Nick Gilkins outside Villa Park, West Ham Fan TV. Dave, we weren't there today, I'm afraid. That was men versus boys.
It was. I think it'd be a little bit fair to him first half. You spend a week on the training ground, you know, you're working that formation. I thought he's going unchanged was the right call. I know Villa ain't Man City, but it's still a very, very good side, and they showed that today. I wouldn't have gone with Potts. I think, you know, if he didn't have Ezra in the squad to go like for like, you probably should have brought a Dharma in or Scholes, gone someone wide. Pablo looked poor on the left wing. He looked well out of position, to be fair to him. And first start we got dominated. You know, McGinn had so much time for that first goal, so much time just to pick.
Just weren't there. The players weren't there today.
Too slow to react. Too slow. Look, I think Hermansson's got to look at himself at both goals. You know, that first one, I think Areola gets down to it. Second one,
yeah, it was his fault. And Bowen, to be fair, for losing it on the halfway line.
To be fair, I mean, Bowen loses that. But if you look, he looks out wide by Wan-Bissaka, right? Now, for me, Wan-Bissaka played his normal game. Wan-Bissaka's a liability. He's like a Labrador. You throw a tennis ball with a Labrador, I've said this before, it bombs artery, it bombs artery, it bombs artery. As soon as it's got a return to you, it does that little trot and it looks around and it's nowhere to be seen. That was Wan-Bissaka. That's Wan-Bissaka every week. He was no different today. He was poor, but he was no different today to how he's been since he joined. But the second goal, that's a routine save at Sunday League level. You back a Sunday League keeper to catch that, play his chest. If you can't catch it, get enough on it, you know, you take it out of danger. And he's just, I'm sorry, man. That's poor from him. I think you look at the money we spent on goalkeepers. I said here last January when he upgraded Areola, we spent the money on Hermansson. His distribution's better, but his all-round goalkeeping game is a level below to me.
Yeah. Other game ended 3-0 to Forest. Still a lot to play for, but playing like that, we're not going to get out of it, I'm afraid.
I don't think, to be fair, I know what you're saying. I don't think you can take away how good Villa are.
Yeah, right, that was very good today.
Really good side. There's a reason they're in that Champions League hunt, and there's a reason in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. And fair play to them. They play well today. Like I said, first up they dominated us, absolutely dominated us. And you know, if you look at it, yeah, you know, we've lost. But I said to you a month ago, going into national break,
we have to get to April.
We got to get into April. Yeah. I'm not being funny. We played before Spurs, right? We got Wolves at home on a Friday. You know, in terms of the league, we've got Leeds in the cup. We can go and beat Leeds. We've got a day at Wembley to look forward to. That's going to give the place a lift. You know, we beat Wolves. Suddenly we're 2 points ahead of Forest. They've got to go to Sunderland and get a result.
Yeah.
Sunderland had a good win today. We know a lot of good teams have gone to Sunderland. Gone to the Stadium United season, not got results, let alone being out of form and as bad as
Newcastle got beaten.
Newcastle got beat today. You know, Newcastle home are a good side. So you know, this is far from over.
No, I agree.
And I think we can. All right, this hurts. It hurts because you know, first half we were poor. Second half, until the second goal, we picked up. We were a far better side. You know, the limitations in the squad are there to see. But they're making the best of it. Yeah, by the way.
The issue that I've got, Dave, and I'm going to say this: anyone missing, we're fucked.
I was about to say that.
And Somerville's missing. Tadibo went missing today, and then we didn't look like the same team.
Agree, absolutely agree. You know, it's the squad depth isn't there. You look at the options they had on their bench to what we had. You know, Magassa came on and didn't really have time to do much, and you know, Adama tried. I'll give him that. He did try. You know, he took players on. He got his head down and ran. But the end product wasn't there, you know. But this is what you've got when you've got, you know, a bargain basement owner. You shop in a bargain basement.
Yeah.
And that's the thing today, and it's there for everyone to see. It's there for everyone to see. You know, Mourinho made the comment, didn't he, years ago about having a blanket that if he pulled it up to his neck, his feet was exposed. We're sitting there with a bath flannel exposed. You know, that's all we've got. This squad is so thin and so weak.
Yeah. Okay.
But
brilliant.
So just before we go, I just want to say one more thing. I've had a lot of positive comments recently about my weight loss.
No, brilliant.
I'd like to thank everyone for that.
Lovely.
Thank you. If anyone out there is trying to lose weight, if anyone out there wants some advice, you know, I'll post my socials in the comments. Big Dave WHFC, I think mainly more Instagram and Twitter, but I'll post them in the comments. And if anyone wants to reach out, if anyone wants any support,
This ain't fucking Weight Watchers. Come on, mate.
I know, but it's what we all need. In a time of love, going international break.
I'm only joking.
There you go.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Thank
mate.
you.
Thank you.